Fire, Stephen A.
Welcome back. Listen, obviously, we know who's on the set with us. These are champions, the two-time NBA champion head coach of the Miami Heat, Eric Spoelstra, and, of course, the three-time champion, Mr. Dwayne Wade. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How does it feel to be back-to-back champions sitting up here right now?
Well, Coach is a three-time champion as well. He got 3 rings.
Well, I was just saying as the head coach.
Oh, okay,
okay.
All
right.
Okay, I just want to clarify that on air. He got 3 rings. But, no, it feels great, you know, because we worked so hard, you know, all year to accomplish our goal. And to finally do that, it was hard. It was a lot of ebb and flow, but to finally do it, it felt great.
I got to ask, was there any moment late in Game 6 that either of you thought you had lost the NBA Finals?
I'm going to let the coach. I'm going to let Coach answer that.
Look, it's human nature. Of course you do.
Sure.
I mean, the thoughts go through your mind. You try to pull yourself back into the moment. You're just hoping for some kind of luck or a change of momentum, and that's what we got. Missed free throws, offensive rebound. It happened so fast. It was surreal, but that's what sports are about. You never know the outcome until you get all the final zeros.
Did either of you guys imagine that a moment like that would happen to the San Antonio Spurs of all teams, where everything just fell in y'all favor against this team that's just so together, so organized, so precise in so many things that they do?
They're a great team, great organization. We have incredible respect for the Spurs. We actually felt that we had to go through the Spurs to kind of make amends for what happened 2 years before against Dallas. And that type of respect for the franchise. We failed 2 years ago, and we were able to climb the mountain against a championship organization. It had to go 7 games. There's no way it would go less than that. It was painful all the way to the end.
LeBron James is arriving as we speak.
Oh, he's finally here.
Yeah, there you go. A little shot there. Let me ask this man. Dwayne Wade, when I least expected it, you returned as Dwayne Wade in what I thought was a pivotal Game 4. You're down 2-1, and you come up with 32 and 6 steals. How much better did your knee feel that night in San Antonio?
You know what? It came to a point where it wasn't even about my knee. It was a mentality. And I think it started the day before. We had our practice, and myself and LeBron was out there early getting our shots in. The shots we knew we was going to get, we were shooting them. Once we got into practice, we kept going, we kept shooting, we practiced hard, and it just took on the next day. So I came in with the right mentality, and, you know, it was a big game for us to win.
Did you just will away how your knee felt?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was what it was, and I never complained about it. I just tried to come in, and I knew I was having good first halves, so my whole mentality was, okay, sustain this for the second half, and that's all I was thinking in that game was, let's see if you can do it. I challenged myself, let's see if you can do it over and over. But it started on the defensive end for me and for the team to really get that win.
They talk about how capturing championships become tougher and tougher. Once you get one, you're going for the second. Obviously, that second one was considerably hard. But considering the fact that you beat the San Antonio Spurs, is it possible, Coach, especially if this dude gets healthy, that the road to a three-peat could end up being easier than it was to a repeat?
Never is. It never is. No matter what happens, you know, we went into this season knowing that it would be a different journey. It was every bit of the challenge we thought it would be. I don't know if it was more difficult than last year or not. I just know we were all exhausted to the end until finally it was Game 7 and it was over.
Skip, I know we've got to go. I must say this. For once, I do have a compliment for the wardrobe of Dwayne Wade. It is kind of smooth, the scarf, the chain, the whole nine. I'm very pleased.
I try to impress you.
Thank you.
Way to go.
Some parts of it.
She was going safe, not safe, bold. That's interesting. Is that interesting? Dwayne Wade.
That is, but it's not that cold. And what is that on his neck?
That scarf will be a towel for me. It's so hot
And
out here.
he dresses well usually.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Versace, 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 Versace.
And he got the little chain.
All right, thanks, Guy. I'm here with Mr. Three-Pointer, Mr. Clutch, Mr. Ice in his veins, Ray Allen, two-time NBA champion. Congratulations. You're up for best moment. Talk about that moment, that three-pointer that basically said, guess what, Game 6 is going to Game 7.
Yeah, but as much as I'd like to think about that moment, there's so many moments that lead up to that. So, you know, when you're playing on a great team, everybody, it seems like at some point throughout the year or that game or that series, did something to move us on to the next point. So it definitely was a truly special moment. And
a truly humble human being you are. Obviously, your reputation precedes you. Everyone says he's such a good guy. Tell me about that. Is this true? There's no edge to Ray?
I think we all have an edge. You know, there's always, there's some bite in all of us, but I think for the most part, I'm just happy to be here, and I don't, whatever my job is to do, I go out there and do my job, and I make sure while I'm doing it, I treat people the right way.
All right. Are you excited to see anyone? I know you've been to the ESPYs before, old hat, you've done this. Excited to see anyone tonight?
I don't know if there's anybody in particular. It's always great to be here and be amongst so many of the great athletes that I've watched throughout the whole year. And, despite just playing basketball, you watch it all, and, you see people do miraculous things in the field of sport, in the world of sports. And so, when you see people, it's just always like, I'm a big fan of yours. So,
I know. Well, okay, so because I'm at the top of the red carpet, everyone who comes right here to this position has to do something. I've been asking everyone to kind of walk me through their signature moves. Is it in the wrist with the three? I mean, where is it? Can you just give us a little demonstration?
It's actually, I tell people this all the time, as much as you watch the upper body, you got to watch the lower body more. I think the lower body is more important. It's your base, your foundation. It's what keeps you stable. And you have to always get that prepared. And once you catch the ball goes up in the air. And if you miss a lot of times, it's because your lower body isn't in proper place. So
you heard it here. 2013 ESPYs. Ray Allen says it's in the lower body, folks.
Now the nominees for Best NBA Player: Carmelo Anthony, Kobe Bryant, KD, LeBron James, Tony Parker, and the winner of both categories is standing with me right now and ready to grab this really heavy hardware. LeBron James, we're not going to make you hold it for long, but there you go. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Number
much.
one, that's Best NBA Player and Best Championship Performance.
Wow.
Yeah. Here's your acceptance speech really quick.
It's an honor.
Yep.
Thank you, fans. Thanks for the ESPYs, and you guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
You've had a few weeks. I'll hold this one for you so you don't get too weighed down, to really consider everything that happened in such a roller coaster series. And as you look back, I know you like to talk about your team, but on what you were able to accomplish individually, what are you most proud of?
Just able to lead my teammates each and every night, no matter what was going on, ups and downs throughout the game, throughout the series, being down in a game or being down in a series 2-1 or 3-2 in a situation. Just trying to keep them composed, keep them confident, and I was able to do that, and we was able to go on our home floor and win 2 much-needed wins to end the series.
We all know about Ray Allen's three-pointer, but was there a point there in Game 6, and tell me about it, where you sensed that the team was low, or maybe you were even doubting, where you really turned things around?
Absolutely, you just said it, Hannah. And being down 5 with 30 seconds, you've been in those situations before, and it's not good. The outcome is not good, so you start to doubt. You start to question: is this 9 months of hard work going to end this way? And that creeps into your mind, but also the competitive side creeps in as well, and you say, okay, well, let's finish it out and let's play to the zeros, hit the clock.
So is that what you told yourself?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I said all we need is a couple breaks and a couple, executing plays on offensive end, and maybe we can get back into the game. So, let's just take these last 30 seconds and see what happens.
Is that something you would have done a few years ago, or have you learned to have that kind of mentality?
I've learned it over the years. To be the leader that I am, to be composed throughout the game, no matter what the situation is at hand. And I give a lot of credit to my teammates for allowing me to take that role, my coaching staff, and then me just maturing. I've matured over the years, and it's allowed me to be in this position.
And when you look at the journey ahead and the stuff of Kobe and Michael Jordan, the three-peat opportunity on the horizon, what do you see as the biggest challenge to accomplishing that?
Well, our biggest challenge is going to be, first our opponents. Each and every one of our opponents are going to continue to get better, and then we have to challenge ourselves. We can't be content or complacent with winning, 2 in a row. We have to be just as hungry as the first one or the second one, and go out with that same intensity. Now, we have a great team. We have a great veteran team that loves to win. And then we have a great leader, and that's myself, that's driven by success. So I look forward to our next challenge.
And how do you maintain that? When you just look back at this last year, right? So you play for the gold medal in the Olympics, you go to training camp, you play a full season, you go all the way to Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Are you exhausted, or how? What state are you in right now?
I've been exhausted before. Throughout the playoffs, you're like, wow, I don't know how much I can get. But the success, it bleeds something into you, and it wants you. It allows me to want more. And I'm looking forward to the next challenge. I'm not burnt out. you know, you know, just seeing all the off-season trades and the off-season acquisitions and the new guys coming in, it just made me so excited to just, you know, get back into the locker room with the 14 guys and get ready for another title run.
You know, one of the biggest moves in the offseason was Dwight Howard going to Houston, and he goes there with a lot of championship expectations on his shoulders, and that's something that you're so familiar with. So I'm wondering what your best advice, so to speak, would be, and how to handle that situation.
Well, you know, this is the situation he wanted. You know, and I think we all seen that he wasn't too happy in Los Angeles for whatever reasons, but it's a situation that he wanted in Houston, and you know, they're going to look for him to be the most dominant center in the league, which he's been before. So, you know, it's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to compete against them as well twice a year. And, you know, hopefully we're fortunate and they're fortunate. We can maybe see them in June.
You talk about here in Los Angeles and reports that the Lakers are positioning themselves perhaps to grab, you know, you and Carmelo Anthony eventually in free agency. You got Cleveland looking good. A lot of folks are dying to have you come back and win a championship there in your hometown. And you might have the opportunity to start considering those things next summer. Where's your mentality right now regarding that?
You know, I haven't even thought about it. Honestly, I mean, you see it. You know, you can see the reports and read the reports, but, you know, my main focus on right now is to get better going into next season, try to be as dominant as I can be for our team and against the opposition, because it's a lot of teams, 29 to be exact, that want what we have, and that's our title. So I have to be ready for that.
And you're here to present the Arthur Ashe Courage Award to Robin Roberts. How meaningful is that for you to be asked to do something like that?
It was a no-brainer when I was asked to do it. What this woman means to our sport in general, the word sport, her courage in her own personal life to be here with us today. You know, the statistics didn't say that she should be here. And I just think, you know, for me to be able to be in a position to present an award to such an amazing woman, it means everything. She is a pioneer for a lot of people. She's a pioneer for all women broadcasters to be able to sit up here and give you guys knowledge of sports, because you guys have a great knowledge of it as well. And it means everything. I'm excited more than anything being here is to present that award to her.
And we're so happy that you're here because we do understand that you've taken time out of your wedding planning to be here. Is that right?
Yeah, I have. But for my fans, I could give them a little time. But my fiance, you know, Savannah, she may cut in a little bit, but she's here with me, and we're excited about that day.
Right, that wedding planning can be almost as stressful as playing in a big game.
No, it absolutely is. It's stressful. You said it right.
Well, we wish you all the best, and congratulations on your impending nuptials. You look terrific, as always, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Hannah.
That's
You're amazing.
LeBron James.
So
you'll see more of him coming up on the ESPY.